Welcome back to another Power BI 3-minute tip. If you're liking these quick Power BI tutorials, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell. Today we're going to be covering forecasting. And forecasting is a really cool feature that we can enable in our line charts to be able to predict the data we might receive in the future. So let's jump into it. As always, we have our three tables: customers, product, sales, and they're joined around the sales table. Pause that and take a look at it if you want, but let's just jump into it. So all we want to do here is we want to add a line chart, and let's make a pretty big line chart. And let's go ahead and put in order date as the axis and sales amount as the values. Let's go ahead and change this to not a hierarchy, and we see our data. Let's go ahead, and you see we kind of have some bad data towards the end, so let's go ahead and add a slicer for order date and take away that last bit, just so it doesn't have that corrupt data. And in order to turn on forecasting, all we have to do is come over to this analytics pane and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you see a forecast option. So let's go ahead and scroll down and click add, and awesome, now we can start to see a forecast showing. By default it starts as 10 points, so it just forecasts 10 points in the future. Since we're using order date, which is just every day that someone ordered, it's only showing 10 days, but we want to personalize this, and we want to use, let's say, let's use months. We'll use 12 months, and let's go ahead and click apply. So now it's forecasting 12 months in the future. You can see this is from April 2013 to April 2014, and you can set how many months that you'd like to ignore. We won't use that for our purposes. Confidence interval is exactly how it sounds. It's how confident you want to be that your forecast, or that the future data will fall in your forecast. We'll leave it at 95, but you can alter that as much as you want. The real trick to forecasting comes in the seasonality option down here. Right now it's set to auto, which really doesn't do too much. Since we're looking at date data and sales data, it's usually going to be seasonal by year. So one thing we need to look at is how long we're forecasting. 12 months. We have to think of how many data points we would have in 12 months. And the answer to that is, since we have sales for every day of the year, we're going to have 36 points in 12 months. So sorry, instead of 36, I mean 365 points in 12 months. So once you put in 365 there and click apply, you can see a real forecast taking shape. And you can kind of see that it forecasts to come a little higher, then fall a little bit more towards the end of the year. Maybe that's following trends from past years. A couple more options that you can dive into yourself. You can go ahead and change the color of the forecasting. You can change the line style from the solid to dashed or dotted. I'll leave it as solid. And you can change the confidence interval to either this fill, kind of this background that shows up here, or a line to show kind of like your high range and your low range, or you don't have to show it at all. You can just show like exactly what is predicted and not the range of confidence interval, which is kind of cool as well. So yeah, pretty easy way to just be able to visualize predictions. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.